Hitler's Furies is a great book, but also a very challenging book. And I find it very challenging to digest because there's a lot of things that I did not know about, especially women, German women, how involved they were and how they conducted their duties. There was different types of roles, such as nurses, we had the secretaries, the teachers, the teachers who pushed, education upon, German and Jewish kids, this ideology that the Nazi Party was trying to implement throughout the whole Eastern territories. And it's like little things like that I had no knowledge about, and it's very difficult, very, very devastating, very sad that a lot of these German women were very, very, very politically invested and very dedicated to their jobs. And also because it's even more shocking that after the war they wouldn't even talk about their involvement. They wouldn't even discuss about what they did or what they witnessed, because that's how ashamed they were. And I often wonder, as a female, I wonder what drove them to be so dedicated or to be so involved in something so horrendous, especially with kids. There was like little things that I read in the book about how Jewish kids in school would get discriminated, very treated super badly, and there was a part in the book that stuck with me, and it was a German girl and a Jewish girl. They were friends, and the German little girl pushed, or she began to fight with her Jewish friend, and her Jewish friend tried to defend herself, and I think she hit her back, and the German little girl said, you're Jewish, you can't fight back, so it's like those little things that stick with you, because as a teacher, if I was a teacher and if I see that, I would be like, whoa, you just try to process, or you just try to understand how it got this far, how it got that far. And it's very difficult. It's a very informative book. I agree with that. Very hard to read, but yet it gave me the knowledge that I needed to understand more about the Holocaust, more about the Nazi Party, more about the German women that played a big role in the war. To me, I feel like they played a very significant role in the war. So, just to think that there was 30,000 women certified, German women certified in Hitler's SS. There was about 10,000 secretaries that were also involved. That's a lot of, it could be more or less, but that to me, it's a lot. Even one woman is a lot. And you think, why were they so involved? Why were they so invested into such horrendous ideology? Why did they have this ideology of trying to terminate Jew people? Why? So, good book. I really recommend it. It's a really, really good book. We also have the pandemic going on right now, and it's very difficult to adapt to the new changes in, you know, going on, especially here in El Paso, because it's going crazy right now. It's a little bit difficult to understand. Are we in lockdown? Are we gonna go in lockdown again? So, you know, but overall, I feel like this pandemic, I mean, I've been getting through it pretty good. I've been reading books and I've been very invested into my classes. Most of the time I read. I can't complain. I love it. I like it. And of course, we have the election coming up, and it's gonna be very interesting. I'm very politically invested. I mean, I can talk about politics all day long. I went to go vote yesterday, so I really encourage people to go vote before November 3rd, and let's just hope for the best. You know, hopefully the best candidate wins. But what I can say about the election is that I feel like it's been very violent, and not just, you know, we have a lot of movements going on in the world, especially here in the United States, but violent in a way of verbal. You know, you can definitely see that we have a diverse, you know, people have different political views, which is, you know, one's right to do so, have your own political view, but we can just wait and see what happens. Hopefully everything turns out good.